Hey, what is going on everybody, and welcome to Fantasia. For today, we're going to be jumping into another session of Epic 7L today. Got some more crafting for you guys, but this time around we're not crafting in the traditional sense. We're going to be redeeming some gear from the side story event. Now, some of you guys have been asking me to do this, and I thought, you know what, that's a pretty good idea. But before we begin, I do want to mention this. The current web event that is going on is very nice. Just by completing your missions, you can get these yellow coins, and with those yellow coins, you can actually redeem your full meter for your weekly coins. Now, with the weekly coin exchange, the one with the purples, you can actually get some pretty decent gear. Now, I wasn't aware of this until I clicked on the little information tab there, and you can see yeah, they come with preloaded stats, and these stats are honestly not too bad, right? The weapon and the helmet could potentially be pretty good DPS or bruiser pieces. The chest piece is fantastic for any debuffers or control units or openers. And last but not least, the boots are great for a variety of different types of units, depending on how it rolls. So if you get a bunch of attack, it's for DPS. If you get a bunch of health or defense, it's for a bruiser. So I am actually going to redeem one of these right here. I'm gonna grab the boot. That's all I can get. So if you're making the same mistake like me and you're grabbing like molas and bookmarks and things first, if you need them, definitely go for them. Like I had to mola my A Ravi and stuff. So I went for those instead. But prioritize getting the gear early on, especially if you are struggling. If you're like an early game player, these pieces will help you out a ton. So let's go ahead and redeem that boot right here. So let me just go ahead and grab it, and we will try to enhance that. So let's go into the side story. And if we go to Summer Luluka's side story here, we can go into the mileage shop, and you can exchange your credits, your currency, for epic equipment. This is all the currency that I've currently farmed, besides the stuff that I went for the souvenir exchange. And so let's go in and see what we can get. Out of all these, I would recommend if you can't farm Katie's, get some penetration gear. It's not too bad, but otherwise, counter gear is also pretty good to invest in. I'm going to be going for penetration gear. I'm actually trying to go for an HP percent ring for my Celine. I'm going to try to build her up so that she's going to be viable. Now, that's not a great necklace. I'll kind of pass on that. The substats and main stats are all random, but as you can see, there's a chance to get some pretty decent stuff here. Crit damage and attack on a speed pen boot is amazing, along with health. You can mod out the effect res for something like crit chance, and that's actually a pretty amazing piece. So we'll see what we can get with that. This does not look great at first glance. However, if it goes into a bunch of crit damage and effect resistance, could be a decent like ML Ken piece, who I am trying to find better pieces for. We'll see if we can do that. This one here with HP, speed, and crit damage, they're all low rolls, but it's on a pen set. It could high roll when I do roll it. We'll see what it does. If it rolls well, then we're definitely going to keep it. This thing as well, so attack percent main stat with HP and crit chance substats, not too bad with defense here. You can mod out the effectiveness for something like crit damage or speed, and it can be a pretty decent like bruisery DPS piece of gear. Like if you're trying to build a tanky Benimaru, could work if you get some HP and defense rolls in there. This boot is kind of bad, so we're gonna pass on that piece. Yeah, this is actually amazing. We're getting some pretty usable pieces here. Like, for example, this HP, crit damage, and defense, right? Fantastic bruiser piece. You can mod out the effectiveness for crit chance, and that's actually going to be really nice. Let's do a few of these, and okay, let's go ahead and try to, not craft, but enhance this gear. Got crit damage and speed. I'm going to try to avoid the effect res on that one, and we'll see how we do. Got a lot of chess pieces, and honestly, chess pieces roll pretty well for the most part. They're pretty easy to get decent pieces of gear for. Now this one to effect res, I don't really think I want to keep this. I do have better pieces already than stuff that started pretty low, so I'm going to pass on that. But if you need pen pieces and, you know, you want to try to go for a +6, it only costs 2 extra charms, or a couple pieces of gear, it should be fine. That's a good roll. 7% is a nice roll on that defense. It started at 6%, which is a middling roll, but 7% is on the higher end, the max being 8% that you can get. We just got a min roll there, 4% into defense, but because it's an epic piece of gear, I can forgive one low roll, and I will continue. But unfortunately, we get another low roll into the effectiveness, and now I'm going to pass on that as well. Let's go ahead and try this ring. Now, I know many of you guys are going to be like, whoa, Azza, look, where are you getting all these charms? Just saving them up. I save up the charms. Ooh, actually, we got a max crit chance roll there. I know we roll into effectiveness, but that's fine. You can always mod that out for crit chance or something. But I do save up my charms. Normally, I don't really have too much gear that I can enhance really well. So I normally give up partially through the enhancement process like this here. I don't know if I want the effective... I mean, this could be a really, really nice PvE piece of gear. Not gonna lie, it's actually a pretty nice PvE piece of gear. I might actually hold on to this, but I'm not gonna enhance it now because I'm kind of low on ring charms. Let's go ahead and check out this potential ML Ken boot. So let's go for this. Hopefully we get effect... Okay, never mind. Double flat defense roll. Wanted effect res or crit damage, but that's okay. That means we can feed it into this penetration boot. Now, we just want to dodge... So, we just want to dodge... So this free piece of gear seems like it's pretty promising. Let's go ahead and throw whatever that failure of a piece was into this. Low roll crit chance, but you know what? I can't be picky with speed boots. This starting stats on these speed boots are actually much better than what some of the pieces I'm actually using. So we'll go with it. This low rolled way too many times to do effect res, so I'm gonna just throw this piece in here. Come on now. Oh, nice. Okay, so the first roll was a 3% min roll crit chance. Then we got a 4% crit chance right here. That's pretty good. It's an average roll. It's in the middle, right? It goes from 3 to 5 for crit chance. We got a nice roll into HP and defense. This is a perfect bruiser piece. I'd probably mod that attack out for crit damage, and then you can slap this on any bruiser that you want. Bruisers are units that are a bit tankier and bulkier, so think of things like Alencia, Shu, Ilanov. Those are all considered bruisers. Apocalypse Ravi, right? HP scaling users that are very, very strong and bulky. They can withstand a few hits while dealing damage of their own. Alright, let's go ahead and finish off this piece right here. It's going to be your first usable piece, and again, you guys can get the same exact piece here as me. I just got to redeem it from the web event, and there we go. That's a max HP roll. That is perfect, because look at this. It's reforgeable, and that is super usable, right? Excellent piece for someone that's a bruiser, right? Alencia, again, Shu, Mort, those types of units. So, awesome. That's... That's actually a huge win because, yeah, haven't had a good speed boot in a very, very long time. Right, let's go ahead and test this one out. Could be a good pen set weapon here if it rolls a bunch of high rolls into health, or actually if we go a lot into speed. I'm not going to complain about that either. Alright, got 2 3 rolls into speed. If we get another 4 and we get a 12 roll here, this is definitely a keeper. If we don't get a high roll into speed, I might not actually go for it. See, that's 3 rolls into speed. Let's go for another one. Why not, right? It's sort of like this, but this is at plus 12. And that's at plus 9. We low rolled into attack and crit chance here, and then we had 2 pretty good speed rolls. But that piece is not a plus 12 material. And a low roll into crit damage makes me not really want this anymore. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to pass on that. That's pretty low rolls, right? You can get these 10 speed in 2 rolls. So at plus 6, you can get a plus 10 speed. That means at plus 9, you could get a nice roll into crit damage, but max crit damage roll is 7. If we start at 7%, this is better by 1%. So it's not worth going into for me. But again, if you need pieces like this, by all means, right? That's what this event is for, is to help you get these pieces that you that you can use. Alright, so we got some crit damage, defense, effectiveness. I don't think I need this for anything. Alright, let's keep on going. This is not great. HP percent on a pen set necklace could be decent for something like a Ravi, but you need a lot of things like defense, crit chance, crit damage, speed as your substats, and we don't have those here. I like how it keeps track of the number of times you've exchanged too. That's pretty good for keeping track. So let's see what our success rate is after everything here. That's a flat attack ring with 4 speed. Don't really want that. If you need some flat attack ring like that could actually be decent for something like Charles, because Charles is pretty good with flat attack. But oh, that's a juicy chess piece right there. Yeah, but with the effectiveness here, if this was like crit chance and we had crit damage or something, I'd probably try it for Charles. But because there's none of those crit stats there, it's probably gonna be a waste of my charms. Let's go ahead and throw this piece in, see what we can get. Alright, look at that. Wait a minute. Hang on. That's a plus 10! This would have been a great plus 6. But no, we got a third roll. This thing min-rolled crit chance 3 times. 3, 3, and 3. Because at plus 10 you would have gotten 3 enhancements by then, right? That is not worth it at all. If this was at plus 6, that would have been beautiful. But at plus 9, that's pretty bad. So I'm going to pass on that. And let's keep on going here. Attack, speed, and crit chance. This actually has potential. Now it's a low roll, it's a min roll, speed, and crit chance. However, it is definitely worth testing the waters with. We're gonna go plus 6. And that's a min roll speed and a min roll attack. So I'm gonna pass on that because at plus 6, this looks like a purple piece of gear. Except the crit chance is still min roll and the attack is pretty bad. So we're gonna pass on that, because you can start with 4 speed, right? So if you start with 2 and you roll 2, it doesn't look really good. We got, let's see here, a lot of weird defensive stats for a pen set piece, so we'll pass on that. Not worth it. Now this piece is promising. HP, effect resist, and crit damage. Again, this could be something like an ML Ken piece. You can mod that flat HP for attack percent, and it could work out pretty nicely. Let's go ahead and give this a go. That's a min-roll HP. It's really low to min-roll. And we got a flat health, so I'm going to pass. 4% is the lowest roll for health. It's 4 to 8%. So 5 is on the very low end of it. 6 being the average. HP, attack, and crit damage, so again, this could be a pretty decent ML Ken type of piece, but it doesn't have to be. Because there's attack here and crit damage, this could actually be any DPS's weapon. You can mod out the effectiveness or crit chance or speed. Hey, look at that, we got a nice 7%, that's a high roll into attack. That's a low roll into HP, but notice how we started with 7%, which is a pretty high roll. It makes it so when you get a low roll, it doesn't look that bad. That's also a high roll into crit damage, so it's worth it to keep going. Crit damage goes from 4 to 7, so we see here, getting that 6%, it's on the higher end. Let's keep on going. As long as we dodge the effectiveness, we should be fine. But hey, we should probably not speak things into existence. There we go. So we got, I believe, a max roll into health, because that's 5%. Then we got an 8% roll, so that's a max health roll. This is a fantastic piece right here. Let's go ahead and throw this plus 12 in. It's gonna take us to plus 14, and we can try to finish this off. As long as it, again, doesn't go into effectiveness, because we don't need that as a stat. Even if it rolls into there now, you still have decent value with a mod gemstone to change it to crit chance or speed, because then you at least get a little bit more value. If you roll twice into an unwanted stat, then that kind of sucks. But over here we saw we had a 6%, so this rolled 5% into crit damage. This is a pretty strong piece, because look, you get 24% health, 17% attack, and 20% crit damage. Fantastic for a tanky bruisery type of unit, right? If you want to make a unit that's like a tanky Benimaru, a tanky Celine, this is a very good piece, so I'm going to keep that. That's fantastic. Alright, let's go ahead and do a few more of these. Flat attack, so I really don't want that there. I actually have a flat attack piece with like 40% attack percent as a substat, and I still hardly use it, so that one's probably not worth it for me. This piece right here has max crit chance and max speed roll on an HP percent ring. I'm actually going to try this piece out. The flat defense is okay, actually, because I'm trying to get a ring for Celine. If this rolls into crit chance decently, it might provide us an opportunity to get a really nice final Celine build. So look at that. 5% is a max roll into crit chance, and a flat defense roll is honestly not too bad here because I'm trying to build this ring for a thief. So when you're trying to craft, always try to keep in mind who you're trying to build and what you're looking for, right? I came into this, oh, that is an absolute beauty. Look at that, another max roll into crit chance. I came into this looking for pen rings almost specifically for Celine to try to get, oh my god, that is, that's another max crit chance roll. So you see, you never know, right? By looking at the substats, you're probably like, this looks kind of trash. It's only speed and crit chance with the health main stat. Try it out, you'd be very surprised. Let's go ahead and plus 15 this, and if we can get 25 crit chance here, I will, I don't know what I will do. That is really, really awesome. So, we need more charms. I believe I had a couple of charms here. You can also buy these ring charms and stuff from the Labyrinth shop. Is this? Nope, there's just too many of these. Nope, okay. So we're gonna have to go to the Labyrinth shop. Let me go ahead and show you guys. If you didn't know, you can go here and purchase ring charms with these ancient coins that you can get from running Labyrinth or raids. So I'm gonna go for the ring charms. I like to buy the lesser charms because you get a little bit more value with these than you do with the greater charms. Because you can always feed them in slowly and hope for some good or great successes, right? So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's see if we can maximize our value from this charm here. Okay, I might just go ahead and throw one charm in and throw a piece of gear. Yeah, so let's throw a piece of gear in here to round things off. Honestly, that flat defense is perfectly fine. Because to hit 24 crit chance is insane. Yeah, this is an amazing piece. We can mod this at flat attack for crit damage or attack percent, honestly. Probably attack percent, because if you're running a unit on destruction set, that's actually pretty good. You don't need crit damage substats, so that's a really nice thing to have right there. Wow, that was... I didn't come into this expecting the maximum crit chance 3 times. We do not want to run the side story. Let's go ahead and not do that. My muscle memory is like, hey, no, just click that right there. Okay, let's go into the pen set store here, and let's keep going. So crit chance, health, and speed on a crit damage necklace on a pen set is fantastic. You ignore the effect resistance. Yeah, and this is going to be beautiful, so let's give this a go. Everything's pretty high rolls or max rolls. Now we did get a min roll there into the health, but it's an epic piece, so we can afford it. And even though you do get one roll here that kind of missed the mark, we can still keep going and try. And there's a +3 speed, so I'm going to go one more if we can get another good speed roll or HP roll. See, now at that point, that is a pretty low crit chance roll as a min roll there. And with the min roll into health and the effect resistance roll, I don't know if I'm going to keep going into this because I think I have better. So I'm going to pass up on that, unfortunately. But we will keep on going. See if we can make up for it. That's a flat health boot, which is almost entirely worthless. And we get speed and crit chance onto this chest piece, so that's pretty nice. Oh, now that's okay. We can see if we can get speed on this pen set. It had flat attack, so you can mod the other flat stat, the first line, whatever it was, for something better. This is speed, attack, and effect resistance. Not really sure if anyone wants speed, attack, and effect res on pen set. We'll see. This is attack, effect res, and crit damage, so you can mod the effectiveness for some health, and that's a good ML Ken piece, again. Something of that sort, right? What else do we have here? Attack, crit chance, and health, but it's a flat attack ring, so we'll pass. Alright, this one is an attack percent main stat with crit chance and effectiveness. Not enough good stats for me to warrant enhancing it. If it had more bulk, then I would consider it. This I would enhance just for based on the speed and attack. It could be a pretty decent piece. So we'll hold on to that one. And with health and crit chance, it's decent, but because of the effectiveness, which is kind of a dead stat on a bruiser DPS, and flat attack, which doesn't synergize with health, I'm gonna pass on that piece too. Alright, oh man, if this was an attack percent main stat, this would be a godly piece, but because it's not, we're gonna pass on that probably. And this one here, crit chance, defense, and speed. We can definitely try this for the speed. Actually, there's this one. This one has defense. You know what? I'm gonna just test this because of my Charles. If I can get a pretty decent Charles piece, I can't complain. So let's go for that. Okay, no, it rolled into crit damage and it rolled into effectiveness, so we're gonna pass on that one as well. Let's try this necklace here. Really don't have too many charms actually, so let's hold off on that. Let's go for some helmets. It's always hard to get some right side charms. Okay, flat defense there, didn't want that, just wanted speed. That was a speed check for that piece. And this one, I'm not quite sure how to feel about it. Ooh, no, that's a flat defense. Not great, not great. I know you can continue testing for speed there, but I really have a hard time thinking who would want that. Unless I rolled a bunch of speed. If I got like a 16, 17 speed piece out of that, it could be usable. Effect res here makes me kind of not want to keep going, but because the crit chance roll is pretty good, let's try one more time, and ooh, we're gonna get another effect res roll. I don't know if anyone wants penetration with that much effect res with crit chance, right? If this had no speed and crit chance, if it was just bulk stats, great ML Ken piece, who I am also trying to build. I'm not just throwing ML Ken out there because people like to throw ML Ken's name out there. Yeah, I'm actually trying to kind of tweak his build, so I'm keeping an eye out for things that could work for him. Right here, we got, it could be considered a high roll and a low roll, or just two average rolls. I don't know if I want to keep going in on this. It does look like a pretty decent opportunity to try to get some resistance for ML Ken. Let's try a +9. And it goes into the effectiveness. Now that could be modded into health. I don't know if I really want that though. We'll see. I might hold on to this. Actually no, maybe not. Maybe not. For ML Ken to really work, I'm gonna need some pretty good gear score pieces, right? So we'll pass on that one. Let's go ahead and throw this in here. And flat attack and effect res, not what you want to see on a penetration piece. And let's try this necklace. Oh wait, we don't have any more necklace charms. Let's go ahead and purchase some from the store so that we can continue our journey. So Labyrinth shop, going here, necklace, let's go ahead and buy a few of these. Let's buy like about 30 of them. Should tide us over for this little crafting session. Alright, let's go back to the mileage shop. Let's keep redeeming. We'll redeem a few more and then we'll go back to enhancing. Effect res, health attack, crit chance. I might actually keep this. This might actually be pretty interesting for an effect res DPS, like a 0 speed effect res DPS. Maybe I'll keep that. We'll see if I can put that to good use. I don't really want the effect res with effectiveness anymore. I'm getting tired of seeing those two stats together. Yeah, and that's a low attack roll with a crit damage. We'll pass on that too. We haven't really had much luck with those. Ooh, now this is nice. Good crit chance roll, 4% in the middle. Max crit damage roll, min HP roll, but if we can dodge the effectiveness, we can keep getting some pretty good bruiser rolls here. this is going to be a fantastic piece. That's a min roll crit damage, and that's a pretty sad roll into effectiveness, but we're so close to +9, we might as well try. That's some more crit damage there. This effectiveness could be modded for speed, it could be modded for attack, depending on who you're building. So let's go ahead and try one more. Let's go to +12 here, reluctantly, because I'm pretty sure it's not going to go all too well for us. Let's throw in those 2 weapons. Oh, actually, that's a max crit chance roll, but is it worth it to have 2 kind of middling, low-end crit damage rolls to keep going into this? I don't know about that. Probably not. Probably not. Given the pieces that I currently have, I don't think I'm gonna need that, so I'll pass on it. We were gonna test this necklace, so let's go ahead and give that a shot. That is a effect res roll, and I don't think I want to go into that anymore. If it went to defense, that would have been okay. But let's pass on that piece. I really want to try this. I just want to test it to see what we can get. Okay, that's a min crit chance roll, but because we started at the max roll, it is negligible, it's fine, and then we get a flat attack roll, so I don't really want that anymore. For an effect res piece like this to work, you really need to get good rolls into your damage stats. Now, you could mod this for crit damage. Let's go into this one more time just so we can see. You could mod this for crit damage, but another min roll crit chance, it sealed the deal on that one. So that's not going to be viable. Alright, let's keep on going here. That's a flat defense necklace. Now this, if this was on a counter build, it could have been okay. Some units actually benefit from flat defense, but on a pen set, nobody's going to use that. This is, oh yeah, now that's good. It is very min roll. So the attack is low. Attack is 1 more than the min roll, and crit damage is a min roll. Speed is decent, actually. We rolled decent speed into it too. And crit chance started in the middle, 4%, but then it low rolled into a 3%. So this piece is already looking kind of questionable. But I'm only doing this to see if I can roll into the speed 2 more times. We didn't. We rolled into it once, and we got a really bad crit damage roll as well. So now this piece looks awful, by the way. This piece looks like it's a purple piece of gear, and it's an epic at +12. So we're going to pass on that one. Alright, for this I'm going to speed check it. Actually, do I even want to speed check it? It's on a pen set build, and I didn't see the damage. I don't think I saw any damage stats. That would have been great on if I was crafting counter gear, but I might actually try this piece out, because if I can avoid the effect res, if I can just go into health and defense, this could actually be really nice. We do get a decent high roll on the effect res, but a min roll on the defense, so I'm going to pass on that one now. And so you see why I have so many charms, because not many rolls go my way. Alright, let's try this one here. Speed, defense, crit damage, health. That is actually amazing. So let's go for a +6 and see what we get in 2 rolls. Really low crit damage roll, but a high max health roll. I will take it. Let's go +9. Ooh, another min roll essentially on that crit damage. I don't know how to feel about it, but let's go +12. And that's a max defense roll, so this is essentially like a purple piece of gear. I'm gonna hold on to it and not do anything with it just yet. It's like I got 3 rolls instead of 4, right, so far? But it's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Let's hold on to it. If we get another max roll as our last roll into that piece, it'll be pretty nice. That was a good piece right there. We had health, crit damage, and speed. This one I don't want to consider, because it has effectiveness and effect res and flat health. Effectiveness and effect res together, even though the crit chance and attack is present, I don't think I really want that. You can only mod out one of the effectiveness or effect res, and it's not worth it for me. That was defense and effect res, so not quite what I'm going for. This is great. I do need penetration attack % boots. The effectiveness is actually fine as well, because I could use this on a PvE DPS piece. Now most of the PvE units that are on pen set probably want an attack boot for like a lot of damage. that low roll effectiveness, if we dodge effectiveness from now on, it should be fine, but that's a really good crit damage roll. That's another max crit damage roll. This is fantastic, actually. Let's keep going. See if we can get a nice plus 12. Nice crit damage rolls. I like it. Again, fantastic for PvE, because you just want a ton of damage. So again, just dodge. If we can get a crit chance roll right here, or another crit damage roll, we are golden. Come on now, let's get another nice piece, and nice. Even though it's a min roll on crit chance, look at that. Almost 30% crit damage and 10% crit chance. On attack percent boot, I am taking that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's keep on going. We might be stopping relatively soon. That is not a great piece of gear right there. And neither is that one. So I think at this point, do we have anything else we need to test? Yeah, let's do this helmet right here for some speed. Right, so let's test this one. And it might be our last piece for the video. Got some health, not really fond of that mid-roll. That makes it a bit better though, because I think it started at 5%. So now it's averaging, because it's at 18% here, it's averaging 6% for each roll, because it rolled twice into it. Which is alright. It's not the best, but it's not the worst for a +6, right? And it's an epic piece of gear, so we'll try it one more time. That's a max crit damage roll, so we're gonna go one more. And I think that's a min roll for the crit damage. But it might be worth considering if I have no other options. It's not looking too great, honestly. I probably won't be keeping this. But if I don't have any other options, I can definitely put some good use to it. But yeah, that is gonna be it for today's video. Look at the summary here. We got a really good decent speed boot. We got a very nice weapon on pen set, a fantastic ring on pen set, and a beautiful attack percent main stat pen set boot. But yeah, that is going to be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more Epic 7 content. And until next time, take care.